it is painful psychologically to watch this melt up and just not be a part of it. I mean, this was a long time of you just being wanting price. It's a long time. But I guess this probably comes, once you burn yourself enough time. But what hurts more than watching price run without you and you're not in it is just losing at this point. It's like you at some point you will touch the hot stove enough times where when you see it glow a pretty red, you will remember the pain, and the pain will be worse than the fact that you don't get to touch the glowy red. And in this case, the glowy red thing is price running without you. So, and it was the fact that we were coming off 2 losses. So psychologically, part of me was thinking about taking this, and there was, so many immediate rebalances in here and things off of order blocks. And if I wasn't down 2 losses on the day, I probably would have gone long here. But I could feel myself being a little emotional. I could feel myself wanting to try and win that back. And in the rules we have, my rules are 3 trades in a day, only 2 in a session. So we could have followed our rules still, but I didn't see any setup that I thought was really, really A+, because throughout this entire run up here, you could have argued both sides of the market. Throughout this entire run, you could have argued that it was just retracing to go lower, which it pretty much was. It just, we came all the way up to this order block, but it did retrace just to go lower. It just retraced a lot more than we expected. I mean, we highlighted this buy side liquidity, but it was a wild retracement. It was a big retracement, deep retracement. Yeah. So, and something I also said in the live stream that I want to reiterate here is, it's better, and this is a scenario where me having the discipline, decide to watch price and not take a trade, that builds so much discipline when you just watch price and don't trade it when you want to. And I get to walk away now knowing that I had a trade that, really I don't want to say should, but it was a solid trade and played out on NASDAQ. It was the same trade that our mentor took. Be proud of that. I had the draw and liquidity correct. Be proud of that. I really wanted to revenge trade and I didn't. Proud of that. I have a lot of reasons to be proud today, especially the not letting my emotions get to me, because remember, this trading is all about mitigating risk, and it's all about making sure your losses are small. So I'm proud that I didn't try and win this back. These aren't huge losses, but I'm proud that we didn't let ourselves get emotional, because that's how you blow counts. Like, one of the first steps in your trading towards profitability is stop blowing accounts. How do you stop blowing accounts? When you lose, you stop trading. And that can be walking away for the day. But I'm proud that I've had the discipline where I can lose, want to take a trade, even see maybe a few places that would make sense to enter, and then I just let it go. Because I know and I trust my ability that a day will come where we have an A+ setup and a way more clearer setup, and then waiting for that is really important. And what I get to do is I get to go into the next trading session more confident, because yes, I did take 2 losses today, but if I took a 3rd loss, that would have been a knock to my confidence. So now, we have to accept trading. We have to accept losses in trading. I've been on a pretty nice winning streak. So we had a red day. That happens. It should happen. Your account equity should look like a stock chart. It should come up. It should have pullbacks. It should go up. It should pull back. It should go up. So today was a red day. I think I've been green for like 8 days in a row. So makes sense. Yeah, I think I would have felt worse on the day if I had tried to trade and take another loss. because then I didn't have the discipline. I wasn't disciplined. I chased, So getting to the topic about the analyst and the trader, something ICT has spoke about. So how to show this visually is the analyst in me got it all right. Right around here, I called out this new day opening gap. I said it was going to, I even drew it out. I drew out it was going to go up there and break price. I called out the sell side liquidity that we tagged. The analyst got the narrative right. The trader still lost. So that's why in the description of that video I wrote how you can still be on sides and lose, because the trader lost. I entered here, and the thing is, the trader is so much more complex than the analyst. The analyst just marks out the levels, and it's more of a technical science. The analyst. The trader is when emotions get involved. It's when you have to execute quickly and emotionally, and you have to watch your trade. So I entered here. Again, everything I said, everything the analyst said was correct. Came back, hit my stop. Came down, watched it, called out the PD arrays on the way down. Came back up. This, I'm pretty sure, also delivered on NASDAQ. Let's take a look. It's the 10 o'clock candle. NASDAQ's 10 o'clock candle. Right here. Okay, well, it wasn't the exact candle, but you can see during that 10 o'clock hour, it was also playing around in a fair value gap here. You can see another fair value gap here. Both of these fair value gaps, if you had entered and put your stop at the high of the fair value gap candle, you would have gotten your target, your first target on NASDAQ of 10 handles. Damn. Look at that. You would have got it almost immediately on NASDAQ. And then there wouldn't have even have been a pullback reason. Like if we had 2 contracts on, that would have been, a 60 handle run. Even right here, if you entered on this one. Look at that. 41 handles. So both of my trades that I took on ES today, if you were to execute those on NASDAQ, they would have played out. And this would have been our draw. So again, it's the trader. The analyst had it all right. It was harder for the trader. But I'm proud. Be proud that you had the correct narrative. Because more often than not, it'll work out for you with, because again, we're following a proven model. So we just have to wait for another day and follow the model again, and we'll see profitability. Just don't blow accounts on the way there. In terms of my outlook for tomorrow, probably should have put that before the whole psychology talk, but in terms of my outlook for tomorrow, I like that we closed below this daily fair value gap and below the consequent encroachment of this weekly wick, and we're in this weekly fair value gap. Now, to be honest, I think, and ICT said this morning, it would be smart not to trade, because this is our weekly objective. So we already met it. It's kind of like one of the reasons why I didn't trade in the afternoon was, where was the clear draw on liquidity? We already met the higher time frame weekly objective. Yes, we mapped out lunch, sell side, and buy side, and yes, we were correct in reading and analyzing what was going to happen, but it didn't have to go all the way up here. So if you wait for next week, wait for a new weekly candle to print, then we can start framing new narrative around new PD arrays. I will probably be on tomorrow, but there's a high chance I don't take a trade around that. Again, I want to close out the month of October strong. It's been a really good month for me. I want to make a video that is comparing my October and my September to show you guys, because my October is a lot better than my September. Got a new day opening gap. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this past 2 days. But anyways, yeah, so sorry. Getting back to tomorrow's bias. So we just opened with a gap up. It's going to be another new day opening gap. I like that we closed below the consequent encroachment of the weekly and below this daily fair value gap on this daily candle. The weekly candle has yet to close, so remember, and this is another reason why I probably won't trade tomorrow. It could just kind of hang around and go sideways and then close right on this, because look how close we are to this weekly wick, consequent encroachment. This is an area that the candle body can close on. Look how close we are to it. It could just chop sideways, use it as a middle point, and then end right on it. In terms of ICT's TGIF, I also don't see that being super in play tomorrow. It could be. Maybe. We'll see. Depending on how price goes overnight. I would expect tomorrow to be a down close day. So that's my prediction for tomorrow, a down close day. Because we closed below these two levels on the daily. So I think it wants to stay in this weekly fair value gap. Cool. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video, and enjoy your night.